Well, Bofo, we got to speak to you in the middle of the U23 camp, but now that it's behind you, what are some takeaways? How does it make you better here now?
Yeah, I said it. This being called up to a national team is kind of like separates you from the rest of the players, just because everyone wants to be a national team player. And the only takeaways I could take is learning from different players that are playing in different clubs and the things they go through to try to also build upon a team, and see what I can do as a person to relate to all the rest of the players. And now here that I'm with players all year round, kind of build like a culture that is super special and makes me a better person, a better player.
Even though
Did Jason ask something different of you than what Mike asked you? Did you kind of reinforce what Mike asked you? How does that work with different coaches, different tactics?
Yeah, obviously when you go to a different coach, you have to implement what he needs and what he wants, just because we're focusing for qualifying for the Olympics, so that's actually something huge. But two different styles. Here with Mike, we the switch, the long ball, the 50-yard ball is always good, and Jason definitely doesn't like that. And we like to play. He likes to play and break lines. Something we do here at RSL as well, which is kind of similar, but with the national team's a little different. But at the end of the day, I'm capable enough to do what both coaches asked me to do. So at the end I have to take advantage of those little situations of paying attention what each coach wants.
I know you were in town. You didn't play in the Open Cup games. The last time we saw you was in New York. You've had a little break to recharge just in terms of MLS play. What are some of the things that you've looked back on and said, hey, we need to be doing better as a team? Where are some areas you think you guys can improve and not have results like we had in Montreal, New York?
Yeah, I think going into Montreal, New York was just a very, very tough week playing Wednesday or Saturday, and I think players get tired of that. I think it's a very tough thing to do when you go away from home and kind of like play 2 away games. So, I think everyone took advantage of the days off, and the ones that played in the national team, did a great job, and now Savarino doing the same thing. And I think now we just have to look forward to it's almost mid-season, so we need to go at it. This is the most important thing. Whether we make playoffs, we have to make it. This is where we see what type of character RSL has, and I think we're capable of doing that.
How would you assess these first 15 games of the season? It's kind of like the first half because there's this big long break. And where do you think the most improvement is needed throughout the second half of the season?
Yeah, I think staying consistent. Winning games. You guys saw it at our best. We're really a special team, and I think when we're at our worst, we just have to kind of like get into a group. And at the end of the day, when we're at our worst, the only people that believe in each other is just this organization, because when we don't give our fans the results, they start kind of talking on what we need to do, which is not the right thing. At the end of the day, we need everyone's support, and this is why it separates us from being that good team and not being a good team. I think we just need to be consistent, and that's what's going to separate us.
Have you been able to identify what the differences are on the field from those games that we've seen you at your best, but then there are games where it doesn't look like the same team? Are there things that stand out to you or that you've seen or that the group collectively has been identifying?
Yeah, I just think it's very, very difficult when we go away. When we go away and we don't have a rhythm or we lose rhythm, and I just think if we find that little click of as a team, we're gonna be just fine. We just need to go to every game and realize that we need to either get a point or 3 points, and that's it. Nothing less than that. So I think we're at a great spot now. The team's coming back together and everyone's energized to get back into it. So I think this weekend should start with 3 points.